dribble and dish.
Had the room, didn't she? Yeah. Ava Gormley loses control. Here comes Bueckers. Huskies on the run. Native for BU. Giannaro's blocked by Brady. And Bueckers comes up with the ball. Shade from the corner. There it is. Defense into offense. Happened here. The block and steal at one end. Bueckers finds Shade, and she finds the bottom of the net. In the droves here for UConn. Errant pass from Gallegos off Bueckers' foot, actually. Getting her introduction to the UConn faithful on the court. Blocked by Bueckers. Paige Bueckers led this UConn squad in blocks a year ago. There's their first.
We talk a lot about our offense, but here, that was just heads-up defense from the backside, knowing where the ball was. Being in the right place at the right time, terrific anticipation and attacking here.
Here's Gormley. That was Shade got a hand on the ball, and the pass is intercepted by Bueckers. Strong is ahead of the field, and she will score. Size without fouling. Gormley has it knocked away by Brady.
That third foul. You don't want her getting 4 in the third quarter.
Ball knocked away from Puisis. Knocked away as Puisis tried to inbound.
A shoot around where they were just going through their offenses. Nice pass, almost to Gatang.
And a year ago, Rebecca, she has a chance to inch her way up into the top 5 all-time scorers of Connecticut. Here comes Bueckers. Corner, Trey, Chen, got it.
Very experienced group picked unanimously to finish first in their conference as Bueckers gets the steal for all of these players.
It's the best. They are the best.
Little give and go with Paige and KK.
A team that is averaging 22 assists per game this season, and Caitlin Chen, easy bucket in transition. Star Jacobs battling with El Alfie and discombobulated. 8 Ole Miss turnovers.
As much as you can, because remember, her minutes are still limited, and she's hot. Chino can get going for Ole Miss. A freshman with a very bright future. She's been kind of cold offensively tonight.
KK Deans fades away
by just 1. Caden Samuels into the ball game, got a hand on that one. Paige Bueckers came away with it. Ashlyn Shade back in as well. Here's Eddie, defended well by Fudd. Trying to get it inside to a cutting Bachman, and Bueckers comes away with the ball. Look at Arnold fight through that screen. Bueckers intercepts the pass. Finds a running Arnold underneath.
That one's knocked away by Bueckers, and here comes UConn. Partisan crowd on hand, made the 2-hour trip.
Gino Moriam is saying that.
Bueckers coming up with a steal. Chen had Strong guiding her so wise. One of college basketball's great rivalries.
Bueckers drove into the lane and kicked it out. She's got to shoot it.
Two are after each other. Strong lost the ball. Here comes Rivera. Defended by Bueckers.
Bueckers loves to block shots.
Last season in the Big East Championship game, Paige had 5 blocks against Georgetown. That is just her 3rd of the season.
Great body control. She timed it perfectly. Really smart block. Dame kept her on the bench for too much of that game.
Blocked by Bueckers. Georgetown for the first time. Bueckers with a steal. Uses body position to force the defender away.
So, active hands, pressure on the ball, aware of what's going on. Terrific steal by Bueckers. And watch how she used that left shoulder to initiate that contact, create some space by Paige Bueckers to make that cut.
And a hand in the passing lane. Here's Strong running and scoring.
Stay free for Bueckers. Jackson couldn't corral it.
Jackson didn't need to exhale on that one because Paige Bueckers is right there, just being a defensive menace and getting yet another deflection and steal for the Huskies. Watch right here. You can tell it's in her eyes. She knew she could maybe come over there and just try to be in the right place at the right time.
And another turnover. Arnold the steal, started by Bueckers, who got the hand in.
Thrown away. Looking for it, but yes, that will make a world of difference for this team if she's able to hit some of those.
Nice hand in the passing lane there from Bueckers.
And she'll take it end to end.
She'll learn.
Yep. No worries about her at all on the part of this coaching staff. There's a thrown away pass. Providence basketball. And that's knocked away. Effort from Volker for Marquette. They have numbers. And Bueckers got the block. Maybe looked at the shot, didn't take it. Here's Bueckers for three. Yes, it goes. And Bueckers jumps in the way, and the ball goes off Marquette. It's UConn basketball.
Oh, I love the way they play. It's gritty and tough.
Here's Bueckers. Now Mason. Jaden Mason drives, blocked. Who was that? Bueckers came across. Arnold was there.
Got her from behind. So Bueckers loves to block shots. Great job by Mason turning the corner. They both
got a hand on him.
She's a really good defender.
Stolen away. On Wednesday out in Marquette.
Good active hands defensively there by Bueckers to pressure the ball and steal it.
Turnovers have been a bit of a problem for Villanova this season. Strong takes the pass and puts it in. Shade guarding Bosco, who is very quick, as evidence there. Bueckers with the block.
She's shouldering a lot of it herself.
Wild scramble for the ball. And finally, tied up basketball will be called. It'll be UConn basketball.
Oh yeah, the kid was holding her jersey. And I understand where Paige is coming from.
She's been on it today. That's 6 of 10. And ball on the floor.
Post presence to have a post player getting fouled while shooting, but they just jack up a lot of threes.
UConn out rebounded the Red Storm 7-0 in this one, and Bueckers again sees the pass coming. Bueckers with another hand on the ball, and that's going to go off of Gideon and be UConn basketball.
Really good help there by Bueckers. The left hand goes in, knocks the ball away, and it does go off Gideon's leg. See, Paige just reaches in, hits the ball, it hits Gideon's left leg out of bounds. Huskies ball.
Masonis comes away with it, and it's saved in bounds, but Bueckers saw the teetering player on the sideline and ahead to Strong. Paige has got 2 assists. Paige anticipates the pass and gets the steal.
There by Chen.
And Bueckers steals the inbound pass. And after she ran back on defense, Strong with the deflection. Here come Bueckers and the Huskies. Oh, what a pass. What a connection. Bueckers to Strong.
Saw that number there, shattering the previous attendance record, more than 11,000.
Pass errantly done. Flood ahead of the pack. Got it.
Defense for UConn looks rushed.
Bueckers with the block.
Really nice block here by Bueckers.
Came back, 8 against Villanova. UConn trying to recover the basketball, and Bueckers does.
Whoever it is, Aubrey Griffin coming in. There's a turnover here by Butler. They can't afford to turn it over like that in the open floor to give Paige Bueckers that layup opportunity. Shoot early, get a couple buckets. Maybe a steal here or there.
Shot missed, but Ashlyn Shade was there to clean it up.
A hustle by Shade.
Bud steps in. Quick closeouts by the Butler defense, but eventually they fall behind, and Bud makes him pay. For the steal, McGuff tried for the tough shot, gets her own miss. Bueckers tries for another steal, and will pick it up. Patience enough to let the defender fly past. Alaufi in the ball game now. Playing a little zone here. Norman defended.
Spencer, 7 to shoot. Spencer gives it up, 4 to shoot. Whitehorn traveled, and Tennessee turns it over. 16 points for Sarah Strong. Cooper dribbles it off her leg into the arms of Bueckers.
She's playing a lot of minutes, and Coach Ariema said, I don't know that that's a good thing. She's not used to that.
Remaining, Scott thought about it for a second. Bueckers the poke.
Yeah, let's look at this. This is really nice defense by Paige Bueckers. Just great anticipation.
On who else can step up and hit open shots? They're going to be there with the way the teams are defending. Bueckers, she gets the steal.
Like Coach Ariema says, when Fudd is great, she's great. I mean, there's like no stopping her.
Home whites, trimmed by the red and national flag blue. Here's the Shea Dwyer. Feeds to the corner. Bueckers gets the first block on a shot by Jayla Donald. For the Red Storm. Looking for some room. 5 to shoot. Here's Dwyer, guarded now by Bueckers.
Nice switch.
And a hand on the ball. And a time violation.
Really well defended by Bueckers and Fudd that time.
Bell 14 for the Red Storm. Quickly to the other end comes St. John's. Donald ran herself into trouble.
Good defense by Chen.
And Bueckers will drive, get fouled, and get the bucket.
Are you sure about that? No, yeah, I would love to, but you know, so cool to see my girls from this perspective. And okay, Aubrey. So yeah, Nika, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. I appreciate y'all.
All right, Chels, thanks. Great to see Nika Mule here, and Aubrey Griffin. She said, "All right, Aubrey."
Yeah, this is why sick. A sick block here from Aubrey Griffin.
Boom. Here's Dwyer. Pulls up, was wide right. Here's Vanderhoek. Blocked by Bueckers.
Now Shelley has got that boot on her ankle. Not sure what's going on there.
And now Dwyer. Defended by Fudd. Blocked by Bueckers.
Good active hands. Been so aggressive on the offensive end. A lot of credit goes to Asa Fudd. Being 7 of 13 from the floor.
3 to shoot. Blocked by Bueckers.
It's her third block of the night.
Solid contribution on both ends of the floor from the Huskies team leader. 12 points, 5 rebounds, and the blocks. Here's Mayo. Donald saw Bueckers coming. Steps back, missed the shot. Jayla Donald runs into Bueckers. And Fudd got it! Bueckers with another steal for UConn.
And you talk to Holly Rowe. He's going to try to continue to go back and forth. Big lineup, small lineup.
5 straight out of the timeout for Connecticut. For Wiley, lost her footing, and then the ball. Here's Bueckers with numbers. Bueckers dishes out. Chen will fire. And hit from 3. Connecticut 7 of 11 from downtown. Connecticut an 11-0 edge and points off turnovers as South Carolina gives it right back. Bueckers down the floor. Chen through the lane, flips it in.
On 5, one of the top players for the Pirates did not play in the game up at Gamble a month ago. Threw the pass right into the arms of Bueckers. Trade 1 for 3 more. I think that's okay. The steal, I think Bueckers deflected that. Shea. Yes! Griffin. Doing Aubrey Griffin things. Bueckers deflects the inbound pass.
Great active hands to steal that inbounds pass. You don't know how hard that is to do.
So now a 10-point UConn lead. And a 15-3 run, and it's going to grow. Bueckers with the steal and the score. 5 to shoot. McGuff on the right-hand dribble, knocked away. Here's Shade. Takes it to the rim. And here come the Bulldogs. Plenty of Huskies back on defense. And Wiggins throws it away. She got forced to the sideline by Strong.
By the Blue Jays.
Down the floor, breaks, blocked at the cup, and that's going to be off her hands.
You've got to be able to break the pressure.
Jensen in the defense, she's got to put it up. Beckers with the block, shot clock violation. Just no room to breathe.
Pretty play.
How about this pressure? It leads to a 5-second violation.
They were like, should we charge people? Will they come if we charge them? I think $7 was what they settled on.
Zashnaro belongs to the Huskies. That's a heave. It's off. Battle for the rebound and a jump ball. The Arrows with Connecticut.
Puffy for 3 days after.
But yours is the first year where you guys did it after the game as opposed to before.
Thank God, because the makeup gets ruined.
Back strong.
Nice pass. That was a good look. Yeah, it's a good pass from Bueckers.
Easy, but was always known as a three-point shooter, but has gotten so good at mixing up her looks and attacking. And UConn forces another turnover with this full court pressure.
It was because of Bueckers' effort. Here come the Johnnies. Bueckers just took that away from Little. Then Bueckers taps it ahead of herself. The brilliance of Paige Bueckers.
Paige just snatched that ball. They did not bring the defense in that loss. Ever since that game, there has been so much more activity, tenacity on the defensive end. We're seeing it here in this first half.
She knows what the assignment is. She knows the one thing she's got to capture is the shot clock's at 3. It's at 1. There's Bueckers with a rejection. Now with 2 seconds here, they didn't realize how much time was on the clock, and that will make Bill Tartamella not pleased.
Nobody really paid much attention to Brady, and she dials up that pick and pop.
Weber is on the offensive end of the floor tonight. Shot clock at 5. It's Lauren Jensen. 2,000-plus points scored. A Mallory break, shut down, and a shot clock violation.
And defense snatched the ball and was up the floor in a hurry. Another turnover.
The 4th by Creighton. AZ5 is feeling it.
Triple team on Molly, and they close out on the opposite side of the floor in time. Everyone moving on a string.
Mogensen. Bueckers was glued on. And Bueckers was all over that with an interception. Shot clock turned off. It with 5. They're just everywhere. Everywhere. Bueckers.
Paige Bueckers really good on the defensive end as well. Coming with the correct hands to block that shot, to be in position to not foul, and then saving the play as well.
To shoot it is not going to be able to get it over her reach. They're top 5 in the country in field goal percentage defense. There's another takeaway. Takeaway on the inbound. An easy one for Paige. And a charge taken by Bueckers. The All-American down on the deck.
Talked about UConn's help defense, and it has been solid. Paige Bueckers trying to get to the spot, gets the charge called.
Off the bounce, swatted by Bueckers. Under 10 on the shot clock. McAllister, block number 11. That one to Bueckers.
Hitting her chest. She has come to play.
And they force a turnover.
The second quarter, you see Paige Bueckers tip the inbound, gets the steal.
Meyer on the drive, knocked loose. Shade gets it right back from Bueckers. Bang! Paige gets into the lane, triple team, ball's loose. Turnover.
Skylar Vann has just had an offensive resurgence.
Shot clock's winding down. They got a jack. Shot clock violations. Has really only played 3.5 years due to injuries.
Shade had it in her hands, had it poked away. Todd has it deflected. Shade able to control the steal. 2021 in the Elite 8. Against Baylor as Bueckers comes up with a swat.
Paige Bueckers does not get enough credit for being a terrific defensive player, and she gets plenty of credit for this. 40% plus three-point shooter, but on the defensive end, she uses her length really well, blocks shots really well.
Second has 8 already in the third. Not knocked away. Then Chen lost it herself. Season as Skylar Van will graduate and move on. Meanwhile, Zion having all kinds of trouble. Beckers off the steal and Chen with the lay.
Done defensively as well, leading to an easy fast break opportunity.
Thrown away again. 19 turnovers for Oklahoma. 18-point Connecticut lead. They have answered the bell in this second half. Beers put it on the deck. Rumbling inside, gets rejected by Bueckers. Here. Bueckers went for the steal, knocked it off of Smith. And it's going to be Connecticut basketball.
Kennedy Smith with the Anderson cut, and Paige Bueckers just fought over both of the elbow area screens. You see her going. She's got long arms and able to tip it off the fingertips of Smith.
Winner advances to the Final Four. Bueckers, another big steal. Here comes Bueckers with numbers. Strong connects again. Sarah Strong.
Paige Bueckers has been really good the last couple of possessions on the defensive end, getting deflections, getting steals. Here, head up, she finds Sarah Strong right in the middle of the floor. Just stop and drop.
Dump it inside. Marshall has it stripped. Bueckers comes up with it. Good hands from Strong. Chen to the rim.
No player more important to her team's success than Juju.
As Paige comes up with an outstanding rejection.
I mean, 6 feet tall, really good length, good instincts. Look at the closeout speed and able to not only block the shot, but do it with completely avoiding contact.
Told us that pick and roll with Sarah Strong. It is such a safety net for them now as a team when they need a bucket. Strong the deflection and steal. Thought another three. Is good! A little smile across the face of Azzi Fudd. Howell lets it fly. Can't hit. Here's Barker, the handoff. Rice spinning at it, poked. And a held ball. Possession arrow belongs to Connecticut. Avenge that with a Big Ten championship win against them. And another turnover from UCLA. Surrounded. Rice has it deflected by Bueckers out of bounds. Have not heard much from Huskies yet in this game, who was terrific in the Elite Eight and a 5-second violation. But since 1982, when it became the NCAA, this is their first trip.
Great recovery, though, by Paige Bueckers. Helped in and was still able to get out with a strong contest.
Rice dashing ahead. Rice, the elongated Euro, couldn't finish it. Huskies has it taken away by Bueckers. Was trying to get it into Betts.
Alfie had fallen down, and that's one way you defend the post is by limiting.
Wow, Bueckers able to hit.
Paige Bueckers dancing with the basketball, comes off the screen.
Rice kicks it out. Huskies. Whoa. Hard while still being a downhill driver. That's always her first instinct. Dugalich can't finish. Another good contest from Bueckers. Here's Edwards with some space. Lost it. And will we have a tie-up? No, we don't yet. Now we do. Off to Pow. Extra feed. Edwards can't finish it. Bueckers got a hand on it. Strong trying to come up with a steal. Bueckers does.